Hello. We're doing Madden today. We're gonna do Seattle versus the Saints. Okay, let's get into this. Hi. Ah. Hello. Did you hear that? Hello.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at his 4.
Jesus.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Okay.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down following the run. On second down, here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Hold on. No.
Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Oh,
well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, my.
It's caught
Oh,
on
my,
the side
go.
by Kurz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll get 23 yards there, and that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Wilson to give to Rawls.
Get off.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here
like
touch on 2nd and 11. They'll come out in the pistol.
Oh, yeah.
They go read option with Wilson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Go.
And
Go.
Graham's got it over the middle. And
Woo!
he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Trying to get one more in. Now everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Thomas Rawls.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And it'll be a minimum pickup. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll let Reese see what he can do by the goal line. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Always use player.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. On the move to his left. That's caught at the 1.
No.
It'll be a 2-yard gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches.
Oh, no,
I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about it.
Woo!
Take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marcel Reese taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we
we sit, the earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
And New Orleans gets set to take over again on offense. So they're coming off 2 losses and 2 games where they really struggled on this side of the football. 13 points in Week 13, 11 this past week.
They did not have Michael Thomas, their dynamic rookie out of Ohio State. A big body guy, runs excellent routes, makes big catches. He didn't play in the game against Tampa Bay, so who was going to pick up the slack? Well, Willie Snead did a pretty good job, 6 catches for 85 yards, but he didn't get into the end zone. And Brandon Cooks is a sensational player for them, but had a huge drop in the end zone that may have cost them the game. So they need people to step up in the absence of Michael Thomas.
Sitting at 5-8 right now are the Saints. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
Fumble the ball.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Fresh set of downs here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got
Stop
it over the middle.
throwing slants.
And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Saints.
Short blitz.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that.
Oh
now
my
Breeze,
God.
brought in left side by Snead. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh.
He's got Snead. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Caught by Snead over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He dumps it down to Ingram. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quick,
No.
a lot of times it's called a jailbreak.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly
Kick
picked.
that.
Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now Breeze.
Woo.
Probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. And unlucky number 13 play
Tried to
drive.
do it with my other.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jumps.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Bird. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now he'll
No way.
underneath to his running back, complete.
Are you serious, bro? Brandon?
New Orleans. Mark Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Wait,
So
what?
even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Okay,
He's
got a sack.
leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And this is incomplete.
Okay.
So
Fine.
we reach a 10-point game. EA Sports Studio.